Hi, this is our Superstore ride. Now, the most of our shopping is we do at Freshco, which we nicknamed Greenies. That ride is only 5.25 kilometers, where the Superstore ride is a 30-kilometer ride, which is takes about an hour and a bit to go each way. Both rides start off the same, and the main difference is when I come to the South Arm Community Park, which we're coming up to now, and here we cut across the park. Quite enjoy this part. It's quite picturesque, and it's one of the highlights. As you see, we're just about to leave the little trail and pass the tennis courts on my right, and we're coming up to McRoberts Secondary School. Here we'll go on to the parking lot. Yep. And we're just approaching the Williams Avenue, and we'll be going straight through to Garden City Road here. A good portion of the ride to Superstore is along Garden City Road. There won't be much to say in here, but so sit back and enjoy the view. Yes, there are about a whole bunch of houses torn down, and I guess they're going to be building townhouses here. Well, this was taken in early June. As you see, all the leaves are out now, and it was getting warm, so I'm now back into shorts. Yeah. Still on Garden City Road. Nice thing about Garden City Road, it's one of the few roads that has a bike path. Or bike lane, I would say, not a bike path. Being held up by the lights here. The Trike's a good cargo bike, but it's not fast. Yeah. Yeah, the next section for the next little while, we lose the bike lane. This is Garden City shopping center to my right. Just a small strip mall. As you see, it's just basically side streets, and it's a fairly nice road. It's not too busy here. We're now coming up to this junction, and we'll get a bike path after this junction. And this is it's kind of this is a little bit of a weird because Garden City keeps going on past the lights, and so we'll just, this is sort of like a three-way. The road going down is Granville, and we'll be good, and we'll join under Garden City here. It's a little bit of a bump. Sorry about that, guys. And you see, we get the Garden City. Now we're back on. This is where the Garden City becomes much more busy because this is the main route, and past that light, it changes. The main road changes from Garden City to Granville. It's kind of weird, a little bit of a weird. So Granville goes from east to west, and Garden City goes from north to south. Or in this case, south to north. Riding this way. And this is Garden City Park to my right. Just adjusting that because I can check my blood sugar. This was when weather was relatively mild, so this is before the big heat wave. As you can see, it gets pretty busy here. Yeah, we're still on Garden City Road. Yeah, as I said, about 90% of our shopping is done at Freshco, but there's certain items they just don't have, and that means they're making the extra trip. Before Freshco opened up, I used to ride to all winter to Superstore to do bulk of our shopping. Certainly pleasant to be able to do this ride without being in the rain, without the rain cover, and without the long pants. This is coming up to New Westminster Highway, so it gets pretty busy here. I was lucky, got the light and went right through. Now, this used to be the military lands on the side, and they're making that to park. I used to go off at these little light and cross the road here. There's a light here, but they're actually at this stage their process is starting to work in it, so everything's kind of blocked off there. So I had to change my route and go straight. So this section I'm not doing anymore. It's easier to go down Lansdowne Road back there at the little light. Stop, push the light, and cross it there. The nice thing is Lansdowne's now they repaved it. They're still working on this route, so a lot of the route now I have to go modify my route back from Superstore. Can't really just use this route. So here is a little bit of a weird thing. Yeah, this is a really busy intersection. So what I do is here I go up onto the sidewalk and then cross over on Alder Bridge and grab the extra light. You should see me what I'm doing here. So we'll just wait for the light and we'll cross here. Yeah. And then actually this one section here, and then I'll have to go up on the sidewalk to keep going down Garden City. So we only have to go on the sidewalk for a small part. For about a block. There used to be a big fabric canner used to take up the whole store, but now they've cut it back to only a small section of it. Yeah, so here I'm down onto Leslie Road, and I'll be on Leslie Road for a fair bit now. Yeah. The advantage of the bike is I can get through Leslie Road, but you can't do it on a car. So you can't use a car to cut through here. As you can see, Leslie Road is an interesting road. It's not a straight road. It has this right angle curve to it right here. And I'm going to take the first left, and that's still Leslie Road. Can't remember, this road changes name when it goes straight. And so if we keep going straight, I can't remember what the road's name, but here we turn left, straight shot to Superstore. Almost want to say it's Stupid Store, but I avoided it. And this is still Leslie Road. So we have two sets of lights before we get to Superstore. We're coming up to the first set here. So it's lesson block, and yeah, just wait the guy to go ahead. So I'm a bit slower starting up. Just up ahead you can see the SkyTrain, and that's at the second set of lights, and we'll be going underneath there. So we're coming up to number 3 road. And what I have to do is I have to go onto the sidewalk right here. We'll just grab the lights. Yes, we'll just grab the lights, and as you can see, our destination is straight ahead. Welcome to Superstore. Ugh. So as you can see on the sidewalk here, and then at the end here I do a loop to make sure that I position the bike in the best way to head back home. And that takes a few seconds, and we're almost there. Sometimes I can do this in just one loop. I had to stop here. Sorry about that. These are a little bit cumbersome, the trikes. And as you see, we are finally here. Okay, we're starting the ride back home. Most of it is, about 90% of it is the same, but there are certain areas that are different, and I'm basically just going to highlight those areas on the return video. So as you say, we're leaving Superstore and we're going to come up to the lights and then back onto Leslie Road. On a return trip, I don't go onto the sidewalk. I just go straight on the road. Makes it much easier. Then it's back onto Leslie Road, and then we turn back onto Garden City Road. The only really interesting thing is where Garden City turns into Granville, and we have to go through that complicated intersection. So here we're coming up to that intersection I was talking about. And basically we have to activate the pedestrian crossing, and it will cross after this traffic goes through. So we hit it quite right. This can take a while. So here we get it there, and now we go back onto the main bypass, which actually this is going straight back onto Garden City Road. So as you can see, it's quite busy here, and just waiting for the light to turn green. It's about to turn green now. And here we go. And this weird loops us back onto Garden City. So we left Garden City and we're back on Garden City. It's quite fun. Okay, next section coming up this is pretty well a carbon copy of the one coming up, so I didn't bother showing it. The only interesting section is when we come up to this light here. Here, as you see, this lane will disappear and we can ride straight onto the footpath / bike path. So it's really nice, the fact that I don't have to ride on the road up here. They got a few little buttons to deal, but it's quite nice. Pedestrians are supposed to walk on the right side, and we're supposed to drive on the left side. I really enjoy this. It's really quite pretty, so I'm kind of showing you this. This is different. Yeah. It lasts for about 2 blocks, this section. Please keep on the bike path. And this is in about half a block before we leave have to leave the bike section, go back onto the road. As you see here, the bike path leaves. One section goes onto the footpath, and the other section goes back on the road for the bikes. And up these lights on our lane, we're allowed to go straight through. So we're coming up to Williams, and you see we got a bike marker, and we're allowed to go straight through where the cars have to turn. As I said, most of the stuff, I'm only showing mainly the interesting parts, a little bit on the park here. You can swoop up onto that footpath, but I find it better to go through the car park. Then we're on this trail that cuts through the park and back, and we'll go onto Ryan Road. And then I won't show too much more of this section, other than the where I have to take a special route to get back onto number 4 road, and that's coming up shortly. There's quite a few ducks along here in winter, and but in summer they seem to migrate elsewhere. But in winter, this is just full of ducks. They quite ignore us. Here I'm going to be turning onto Ryan Road now. And then I'll skip a whole bunch of the other section because you've seen it all before in previous videos. So here we're going to just go. The next section is where I have to make a special route to get around the to get back onto number 4 road from this route. Yep, this is where I came up the footpath. So you should go down that road, and then very rarely do I meet pedestrians on here. And then I just cut down through this strip mall. And depending on the hard cars traffic, I can either get out here or I'll go around. Try to avoid the speed bumps because they're quite sharp and nasty. As you see, we can come back up onto number 4 road, and here I usually just stay on the sidewalk until we get past Steveston Highway going towards home. As you see, we're back home now. So, back in the garage, and thanks again for watching. Much appreciated. Bye for now. The next video will be poppies, just to brighten up some of these dreary winter days.